And joining us live in studio this morning, Rolls-Royce's Chief Executive Torsten Mueller-Oetvoes is here to tell us about the biggest sales year in Rolls-Royce's 107-year history. Congratulations for that, Torsten.
Thanks, Susan. Good morning.
So China is now your biggest market,
it is,
right?
Yeah.
It only took how long?
I mean, I'm happy about that, of course, and also due to my visit here, contribute to all those customers buying our cars. So China, that was a close race between North America and China last year, end of last year, but China made it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm curious, what do the Chinese want in their Rolls-Royces? What are the custom fits and some of the gadgets you got to put in?
I mean, Rolls-Royce stands for the best cars you can buy for money, of course. It's the pinnacle of automotive luxury. And interesting, Chinese customers know exactly about the positioning of our brand, also a lot about the history of our brand. And I mean, special, typical Chinese is that we see a lot of highly bespoke cars, which means you can individualize your car up to your own fingerprint.
Yeah.
And that is very much demanded also by Chinese customers.
Yeah, what do they want in there? Do they want to baiju holders? What are the Chinese want in their Rolls-Royces?
Drink cabinets. We see a lot of, let's say, embroidery work, marvelous embroidery work. So for that reason, we have created a Year of the Dragon special edition for Phantom. And
there's a lot of red
car,
in that.
It is red in, of course, also as being a color of luck. And we see a lot of marquetry, we see marvelous coach lining and a lot of different things, marvelous color combinations. Yeah. So every car is custom built.
Well, you said that Asia, the growth in Asia, might offset the shaky conditions in Europe. What do you think sales will do in China this year? Some are predicting 16% in 2012. Is that pretty similar to Europe?
I mean, that's really hard to forecast. I'm optimistic that we still see growth also here in the greater Chinese market, no doubt about it. It might not be as explosive any longer as it was all the couple of years before, but I'm very confident. I'm also very confident that we see a next record year for Rolls-Royce also in 2012. Very much related also that I see that the North American market and the economy in North America should also pick up again in 2012.
When you talk about Greater China, I assume that involves Hong Kong as well.
That involves Hong Kong and also, of course, Taiwan.
Yeah, what happened to Hong Kong's, you know, they used to have this title as being the city of Rolls-Royces, right?
Absolutely.
It seems like the highest per capita holding ownership of Rolls-Royces. Is that being overtaken by, say, Beijing, Shanghai, other cities across Asia?
No, in terms of density, Hong Kong still is this city with the biggest density of Rolls-Royces, which is great to see. Yeah, and I'm always love to come back here to Hong Kong and to see many Rolls-Royces on the street. And when you look, for instance, into the Peninsula Hotel with a fleet of 14 cars and so on, that's fantastic.
That's very famous. Okay, so let's talk about your arrival into this building today. You know, we're in Chenko Holdings. This is the house of Li Ka-shing. And did you have any problems, you know, turning the Phantom around in our narrow car park?
No,
is that okay?
no. We had an excellent driver doing that, so no problem at all.
Yeah. And does Li Ka-shing own a Phantom? Does he have a Rolls-Royce?
Yeah.
Does he? Okay, you don't want to go into more detail about that. Okay, so we have Asia being your biggest market now. What about the problems over in the European side? Do you think they'll continue to hurt your sales there?
I mean, we have seen interesting developments over the last year. So, for instance, Germany doubled the sales in Europe with Rolls-Royce. Also, the UK, our home market, has seen 30% increase, which is fantastic.
There you are, arriving
in our
building today.
Also, other markets like, I mean, Italy, the southern markets in Europe are, I would call that shaky. Yeah. So, and I would also see them being shaky for the rest of that year. Okay, lovely vehicles, Torsten. Thanks for dropping by today.
Thanks, Good to see you, as always.
Thanks, it was a pleasure.
Rolls-Royce's CEO Torsten Mueller-Oetvoes joining us live in our